Good morning. Happy Monday. It is currently 8:17. Today is October 23rd, of course. But y'all are gonna be doing a spend the day with me. Mondays are really my incredibly busy days, but for the sake of a reseller vlog, I'm gonna show y'all what happens for every Monday. Like every Monday is like we back in action. So this is it. I currently have 28 or 29 orders going out today. I didn't pull anything. However, I'm gonna be filming a ship with me video that you guys will see on Thursday. So I need to pull all of these orders, and I pretty much prepped all of my shipping labels yesterday, thank God. And I updated my books and everything, so I know where I'm at for the month so far. I still need to make some more money, okay? But I'm gonna pull everything, and then I'm gonna go ahead and ship because we need to go to the bins right after. So I did make 2 sales on Curtsy. So before I look for any of the clothes, let me talk to you about that real quick. So Curtsy is a platform that is generated clearly for like the 18 to like 25-year-old girl. So right in the thick of that age range, which is great. Very girly, very young, all the fun things. The problem with the platform is I was on it 2 years ago, and I think I made 2 sales then, which I think is kind of funny that I made 2 as soon as I opened up the platform again. But I made 2 sales then. Now the problem with this platform now that I don't remember it being before is that you can receive offers. Offers are great. Offers are everywhere. But they have it to where the buyer can ask for free shipping. They'll pay your full asking price, but they want free shipping. And I don't know how I feel about that. So when I look at one of the items that I accepted, because for the sake of like, okay, this is a new platform, I'll accept any reasonable offer. This particular item was getting a lot of attention. So I was just like, you know what? Let me go ahead and sell it, because at the end of the day, the discount that I will be giving on Poshmark would equate to the exact same amount that I'd be like netting per this item. So I said, I'll go ahead and accept it. Shipping was like $7. So mind y'all, it's ridiculous. So the shipping is kind of different for each item, so I guess they know like what is ounces, what is pounds, and all that. They add on the fees as well, so they're supposed to only take 5%. So of course that's going to be great for the seller, like, oh, only 5%, that's the least amount that all platforms take. But y'all, you're paying like the other fees for shipping. So I don't like that. I accepted the offer. It was middle of the night, and if I would have woke up and did it in my right mind, I probably would have thought about it, because if this item was getting a lot of attention, that means it is popular. I just thought that it was very strange, and I kind of don't like that. So I wanted to go in and mass delete all of the items that I imported. Let me backtrack a little bit. So on Curtsy, you're actually able to import all of your Poshmark listings. Of course, they'll exclude any men's items, which I thought was great, because I'm at over 1,000 items in my closet, probably 1,100 at this point, and all the ones that they imported was like 800. So that leads me to believe I have, you know, men and kids items that they did not take. So they only sell women's items. But I think what I didn't like is that I didn't curate those items. I just was like, oh, just import everything. And then I got to thinking, I'm like, I sell a lot of mature brands as well. So Chico's is over here, like Torrid is over here, like what the fuck. So I was like a little annoyed. Not saying that Torrid, it is plus size young girls on there, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. It's just, I feel like that platform is great for just curated items, the same way I feel like Depop is. I know that I've seen a few resellers on my Instagram talk about, oh, you can, you know, have anything on Depop. I beg to differ, okay? I think Depop is specifically curated for the movement. So whatever is trendy, that goes over there. You know what I'm saying? And then I feel like with Curtsy, theirs is whatever is trendy, and then just anything that you think an 18 to a 25-year-old will wear, that's gonna go great on there. So those are all the items that were hung up. These are all the items that I either had to pull out of bins, and then a few of them I had to pull out of my pile that I was going to donate. So I guess that's kind of good, but I really need to go through and get rid of a lot. of items. I kind of was having a moment over the weekend, and I'm just like, you know what? It's just some stuff I'm not picking up anymore. No matter if it does sell, I don't like the price point, you know? Like I'm kind of at that point now where it's just like, yes, $10 items are great fillers, don't get me wrong. But I don't like it. If I'm picking up an item, I need to be able to list it minimum for $25 and sell it for $18, so then I can get a net profit of $15. Because I think that when I try to price my items very competitively, you know, $9.99 is a pretty sweet number, you know, but when I run sales on eBay, that number gets lower and lower and lower. All right, so since one item actually sold in the middle of the night, I want to go ahead and get that one prepped as well. Ship with me videos are very, very, very tedious to kind of prep and all of that, because I don't update my books as quickly as I should. So I end up having to update my books and then get all the numbers together so that I can be able to put them on the back of, you know, the paper. So it is just a little tedious, you know what I'm saying? But the good news, I guess it technically isn't good news, but it's good news for this video, is that I only had one item sell in the middle of the night. So then that means that I don't have to do a whole bunch of other stuff. So that's a plus. I typically like to put how much it sold for. So this item sold for $27, and then I'll go to my inventory spreadsheet, and then I'll go and look for this item manually. I know that it is the software out there, and to be honest with y'all, I think once 2024 comes, I'm kind of going to be shifting a lot as far as what programs I decide to use moving forward, because since my closet is going to grow more, I just want to make sure I have everything in place to just keep everything more organized, more streamlined, because my process of looking for the item and, you know, pretty much bookkeeping is very tedious. Because I don't know anything about Excel, and I talked to some people many months ago when I first had this issue, and they told me that Ginger Marvin had something. So I probably need to look into that as far as keeping my inventory, because I just made a really big accident. So I was actually trying to fix my inventory, just kind of make it neater, the spreadsheet. So I had a whole bunch of items that had sold, you know, I guess over this year, last year and this year so far. I think it was actually this year, if I'm being completely honest, that is sold. And of course I have to scroll down when it's inventory time. So I was just like, you know what, let me just go ahead and you know, copy all of these. Not necessarily copy, but highlight all of these, because I'm going to delete them. But I wanted to make sure I wasn't going to delete any of my like active things that haven't sold yet. So I go in and I did that, and as I'm finishing up what I'm doing, I look up and I'm like, why do I have so many where's my phone? Hold on. I'm like, why do I have so many Zara things? So then I look up and I'm like, oh my god, I quite literally like highlighted it, and it just kind of took everything from that one little like row. So yeah, y'all, I was pissed to say the very least. So I ended up having to delete it, just because like I had over 1,000 Zara sweaters. It was just the exact same item, and if I would have went back to backtrack, I would have reversed everything that I had just done. But yeah, so that was that. So now I have my little you know, the little sheet that I kind of pop up in the beginning of the video, y'all know. So I'm actually just about to go in and count how many items per platform that sold. So I already know that 2 sold on Cursey, 2 sold on Mercari. eBay was really slow for me, y'all, like damn near dead. And I ran a 25% off sale. I typically never run a 25% off sale unless it's the end of the month. But since I feel like I had dropped the ball so much on eBay this month, because the first week I completely forgot to run a sale when I went out of town. And then I think that following week I also didn't run a sale, or I did run a sale, but it was like a very small sale, and I think I got a few sales from it, but not a lot. So this one, I was like, let me do 25% off, which is a great deal because the items are already so low. But y'all, nothing came of it. I made, you know, just these little 7 sales, and 2 of them were on Friday before I had the sale. So there's that. So I'm just about to send offers to these 43 watchers. So I used to make the mistake in July, so everything before July. I realized that in August. So what I like to do now, I had to take a sip of water, my mouth dry as hell. But I like to wait for the sale to actually end, and then that following morning I'll send out offers to everything. So I try to just do my best not to even get on the app that often, so I don't have to think about it, you know. And that's what I do. So like right now I'm just about to send out 20% off offers, even though everything was just on sale for 25% off. I don't know. So I have a total of 30 sales going out today, and I made sure I separated my gross and then my actual net. Since I organize everything by the label, it's really just to make everything more streamlined and easier for me, so I'm not like pulling the wrong item accidentally, because sometimes I do sell the same brand, and if I'm not careful I'll probably pick up the same brand but then the wrong item, you know. So also like to separate by platform. It just makes it easier as well. All right, y'all, so I actually just finished the video. It took an hour. Oh, no, don't fall. But the good news is that it was pretty seamless. Typically when I be filming shoot with me videos, I be trying to just kind of like filter myself too much. And then when I filter myself too much, then I find myself like keep stumbling and messing up. But this one was breezy. Now the only problem is that I like to go to the bins around 9 o'clock. It is a little after 10, which is actually still not bad, but I do need to drop all of these off at the post office. I'm gonna go ahead and straighten this up a little bit because I just don't want to have everything a mess when I come back. Have made 2 sales so far this morning, one on eBay, one on Poshmark. I did get a return request on eBay. Somebody saying a sweater smells like perfume, but it was a new without tags item, and I'm gonna be honest, I just think that she can't fit it and is trying to say that it is a perfume smell. That is quite literally the first time I've ever heard anybody say that an item smells like perfume. I hate it too because I know that, you know, the people that I deny returns to, they all left me like negative feedback, but I noticed that it doesn't stay on my account. So like it's negative, but it's not like on my account, if that makes any sense. But it is what it is. So I don't know, but that comes with the territory, really, you know. I don't know why I threw all of these hangers on the floor, but this is just not a good look. I don't know if I ever updated y'all on my little shipping thing, so I actually changed it out for this little small one, and then I just have my poly mailers right lined up. This is the smallest, the medium, and then the large, and then of course all of my Poshmark you know, supplies. And then my 2 Hulkins, I try to put all of like the eBay and Curtsy and Mercari, which are all like non-priority items, and then all of the priority and this Poshmark one. I actually got reached out by a company that actually does like pallets and stuff, and I was thinking about it because I haven't did a sponsorship in a very long time. The last time I did a sponsorship, I quite literally went off on them. I'll link the video down below. I'll link both of them because it was an update to the rant. But anyways, and I was like, I'm done with doing sponsorships just because like that one just left a real bad taste in my mouth. So anyways, they reach out, they're like, hey, we actually want you to be a partner. These are some people that have made videos regarding, you know, us, and one of them I actually follow. So follow his channel. He's a Depop seller, so the palette would be like a vintage palette. Now y'all know I've completely just kind of slowed down with picking up vintage because it sits too long and you really have to wait for the right buyer in order to get, you know, the amount that you want for it. So I ended up not responding. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just think about it and then I'll hit them back up. But I went back to the email and I went and looked at the people that they mentioned made a video. I actually went to the guy's video that I actually follow and or subscribe to, and I was like going through his comments. So a few people was complaining about this company in his comments, and he responded to one of them and he was like, you know, they have shady practices, and this is the person that did the video for them. So my whole thing, and I know I'm a very, very, very like tiny creator, and I know that y'all are probably like, girl, like shut up. But my thing with any type of sponsorships, I'm getting paid for it. I know that a lot of people, they don't mind getting paid in product. I think if you want the product, then yes, 100%. Like I think that could be like a good trade-off, because for me, I'm always going to look at how much that product costs, and is it worth my time to not only film, I have to be creative with how I give out the content, and then I also have to edit this video. So my time is valuable. I already don't make enough on YouTube in general, but to put out a video where, of course, I need to make it crafted for my channel. But anyway, so I said all that to say, like, I decided that I'm not going to do it, because I initially was like, well, because they were going to give me a $250 credit. So my whole thing, if it's a $250 monthly credit, how much is the product? I went and looked at, oh, rest in peace. I went and looked at their, Instagram. There's no type of website. You have to download an app, and I'm not downloading an app. That's just where I draw my line, because like I research for my items, I research for any type of brand deal. Like I need to look more into it, because at the end of the day, these companies, they of course, I mean, and I'm not hating on them, but of course they want to get the most bang for their buck. But I feel like you just got to be a step ahead of them always. So I was doing my research and everything on them before I even responded to the email, just because I knew for a fact, you know, if I did work with them, I wanted it to be honest and true, because I live by the bins. You get what I'm saying? So if I am willing to try to talk to my audience and say, hey, y'all should get this palette, y'all should spend X amount on this palette, because this is what you're gonna get, when y'all know for a fact I'm a low cost of goods kind of girl. Okay, so how would I look doing that, and then it backfires on me, and y'all are nice enough to use my link to go and get these items or whatever the case is, and y'all have a really bad experience? That looks bad on me. So that's why I was just like, this just don't look that good. And I almost went into the other people that they name drop, but I said, nah, I'm good, love. And I have a problem too with having my content, I forget, it's a specific word, it's like the verbiage of it, where they can use it forever. And that's where I'm like, no, because I was actually supposed to be working with another company, I want to say over a year ago, actually. Over a year ago, they reached out to me. It's very popular service. Y'all probably didn't heard in everybody video. I'm not even gonna say their name, but they reached out to me, and I love their product. But my issue with the contract was, like, they said that we have full rights to it. I'm like, nah. I think that if you are going to pay me for a certain time frame, you actually need to use that item for that same time frame. You're not going to use this item forever. So this is actually my preferred Dallas location to go to for the bins. I found a cart, y'all. That has never happened in like a good 3 months now. This particular location is getting overran. I think, you know, we've talked about it too much, and now the girls only want to come to this one. So it's always overcrowded, and I never get a cart. So I was actually happy to find one. This particular bin didn't have much going for it, but this is your PSA to not go to the very first bin you see when you open the door, because it is highly picked over, because everybody goes to the very first bin that they see. But, you know, I was too excited, so I wanted to go through it. I did find a pair of shorts. They were a pair of dad shorts from Lee, which were vintage. They did pass the crotch test, and I ended up putting them back because they had a flaw on the back, and I wasn't confident on if I'd be able to get it out. So y'all, I got a cart, but they told me that I actually can't bring the cart in between aisles, so I'm actually just about to take everything out. I've already went through everything, so I'm about to just take everything out and then just put it back in my little Hulkin. I thought I had some going, but I'm gonna put it in the Hulkin, then I'm just gonna be able to shop freely and not be annoyed. But I did just go through everything just to see what I was gonna take. I did leave a lot behind, but yeah, let me go finish shopping. So this is actually a Athleta top. Now, old Gloria would have 100% picked this up and I wouldn't have even thought about it. But I actually checked the care tag because all Athleta pieces kind of have that little tag on the inside to let you know when it was like manufactured. That one was from like 2013. So I'm just like, girl, it's 10 years old. Let's just leave it here. And I was actually trying to find the tag on this one, but I couldn't. So I assumed it was Shein, so I left it behind. I don't pick up Shein. I know that, you know, it's good for the environment to pick these things up to resell them, but you know, I'm already battling like $6 sales. I'm not about to play with Shein. This is a brand that I've never heard of. I didn't even look into it because it just didn't look like it was worth looking into. The style wasn't great, nothing good about it. But this is essentially what I do for 3 to 4 hours every single Monday. And, you know, I'm happy that I'm always able to come home with something because, whoo, child, this being was terrible. All right, y'all, so we're leaving. I got the goods. So tell me why the cashier actually took all of my stuff out of the Hulkin to put it in a little clear bin to say that they have to not only check and see if I have anything else in it, but also like to make sure the thing is accurate. I'm like, because I initially was like, I could have told you it was 4 pounds. And y'all, the Hulkin is 4 pounds. But I'm just like, you smell like cigarettes because you standing out here smoking, and now you touching all my clothes and dumping them out just so you can dump them back in. Very, very, very stupid. I didn't get a lot of footage because I'm quite literally at work. So the people that go into the bins and they're able to film their whole like experience, they got too much time on their hands. I don't have that much time on my hands. It is currently 3:07, so I was at the bins for quite a while. The ride home wasn't that bad, but it was a little annoying. But anywho, I got a lot of stuff. I believe it was 49 pounds, 44 pounds, 45 pounds, 45 pounds. So yeah, my sister's actually about to come up here and help me photograph some of them and like steam them. Actually, I think she's gonna help me steam them. And then I'm gonna start the process of photographing the items that I plan on listing today. And then I'll jump into inventorying them because since she's helping me, I wanna make sure that we are at a good time. Because y'all know generally I'll come home from the bins and then I'll inventory everything. And that typically, I didn't really realize how long it takes, but it does take a while because I take my time. But yeah, so I'll just have her help me with the items that I plan on listing today. I don't know if I told y'all, but I have cut back on my goal of listing 100 items per week. I just think that I don't come across that many items and I don't want to be at the bins all day for 2 days a week. Maybe I can try to start it again in November, I want to say. I don't know. But I'm kind of deciding that I want to not really have a like set goal. Like maybe have like a bottom, like 10 items I need to list no matter what, you know, Monday through Friday. But some days, you know, I probably can list 15. Other days I can list a little bit more and just kind of go from there. But yeah, I've been kind of thinking about that. But depending on how much I got today, I might do the 20, you know, but who knows, we'll see.
What you doing, man?
Okay, I'm working. What you doing?
I'm talking shit.
Okay, so which one do you want to do?
Which one you need?
If you can put these on hangers.
Okay. Is there a certain way you want them to go left?
Oh,
right,
yeah,
or?
okay. So let's just take a look-see. So if you look up. No, so these are like the extra smalls and the smalls, all sweaters. Okay. And then mediums large, and then everything above a large.
Okay.
And these are just the sweaters. And so if it'll make it easier when you put them on the hanger, you can just kind of sit them aside and then do it like that. And these are the tops. These are extra small, medium, large, and then the bigger size.
Okay.
And then there's dresses and men's over there. So yeah, don't use the black ones. The black ones I use for downstairs.